If you're planning a 14-day trip to Thailand and want to maximize your time whilst you're away, then this is the video for you. I've been to Thailand 4 times and my last trip there was for 5 months. From national parks, beaches, cities, nightlife, and everything that you associate with Southeast Asia, from the chaos and the beauty, Thailand has it all. In this video, I'll help you choose the best places to visit, how many nights to stay in each place, and exactly what I would do if I wanted to make the most of 14 days in the magical country of Thailand. When you first get to Thailand, most people fly into Bangkok, so we're gonna start the trip with 1 night in the capital city of Thailand. This is where we'll start the trip and where we'll finish the trip. When you first arrive, it can be a little bit overwhelming. Bangkok is a busy city and it's a busy Asian city. I'd suggest basing yourself in the Sukhumvit area, as it's less than an hour from both of the main airports of Bangkok, and it's just a good hub with a lot of things to do, things to see, and you've got the main transport links centered there to help you get around. Because you're only doing 1 night, I wouldn't try and squeeze too much in on that first night. What I would do is get yourself up to a rooftop bar that looks over the city. If you can, watch the sunset. It's something you won't regret. And if you don't fit everything into this first night, don't worry, because you're going to be back in Bangkok at the end of the 14 days. Now night 1 is done, you'll have a short 90-minute flight down to Phuket. Phuket is Thailand's biggest island and it's where you'll stay for the next 3 nights. I'd suggest staying your first night at Nai Beach because it's only a short 10-minute drive away from the airport and it's a lot quieter than other parts of Phuket, so you get a nice bit of time to kick back, relax, especially after how busy it will have been when you've been in Bangkok. You've got restaurants and bars there down by the beachfront, but generally it's just a little small town and the beach is still beautiful, but with a few less people than what you're going to experience down in the south of Phuket. This is likely going to be your first taste of the Thailand that you probably had in mind when booking your trip. The next day you're going to head down to the south of the island for 2 nights to either Karon or Patong. Patong is hectic and got a lot of good nightlife. It's also got a nice beach there, and even though it is very busy and can be a little bit seedy in places, you have got so many places to choose from, whether it's food, whether it's drink, whether it's the beach, or it's a good place to base yourself to actually go and explore. If you don't mind busy nightlife and hectic streets, then it could be a good place for you. But if you want somewhere a little quieter, but still with plenty going on, get yourself down to Karon, which is about a 10-15 minute drive down south. And you've got the beaches, you've still got nightlife, you've still got restaurants, but you're based in a place where you can get to Patong if you want to, or you can go further down south with just around about a 20-minute drive to Nai Beach, which is one of the nicest beaches on the whole island in the area of Railay. The next day you're going to head to Phi Phi Islands, but I recommend going on a day trip rather than staying there. It's busy when you stay there, and all of the excursions or places that you'd want to see, you end up having to do a day trip to do it just from the island anyway. Personally, I would go there on a day trip, see the places I wanted to see, like Maya Bay, and then I would come back on the same day and stay in either Patong or Karon, depending on where you've chosen. It is going to be worth checking out Bangla Road in Patong, whether that's on your last night or second night. It's definitely worth doing whilst in Phuket. It's busy, it's chaotic, but it's good fun. Either go down a little bit earlier if you're not up for Thailand's mad nightlife, or go down there, have a proper night out, have some fun, and don't get too wild. Next stop, you're going to Khao Sok National Park for 2 nights. This is going to be a big contrast from Bangkok and Phuket that you've seen already, but it is a beautiful place and well worth a visit. You're in the heart of a national park and a Thai national park, so it's almost like you're in a jungle. You've got a small road in the middle with some bars, restaurants, and a very laid-back, quiet atmosphere. And then you've got the big lake in the middle of Khao Sok National Park, which is its main attraction. You can do day trips there and do things like kayaking, swimming, hiking, or you can do something completely separate and go and see elephants or similar things in the area. We chose to do a day trip, which takes you all through the lake. You get to see the cliffs, you get to stop off, have some lunch, have a swim if you want, and we also done a small hike as well. We stayed in a small bungalow in one of the resorts near the main road where most people stay in Khao Sok National Park, and it was just a very nice laid back couple of days, and it was a very different side of Thailand that you don't always see. If you want to see more about Khao Sok National Park and find the details about staying there or day trips, go check my other video on Khao Sok National Park. Once you're done in Khao Sok, you're going to catch a minibus for around about 2.5 hours down to Ao Nang in Krabi. This is my favourite part of Thailand, and it feels like you're on holiday, feels like you're in paradise, and you've got loads of entertainment, nightlife, bars, beaches. It is actual paradise on earth. It's a nice and slow pace in the day where you can catch a long-tail boat round to Railay beach, which is a short 10-minute boat ride away, and then you can hire a kayak, go around the coves, go to other little beaches, or just have a swim in the water. And on Railay beach, you've got a little street in the middle that you can get drinks, food, or just kick back and watch the day go by. The views and landscape all around Ao Nang and Krabi are nothing like I've ever seen before. Whether you do head down to Railay beach, stay in Ao Nang, or whether you take a drive out and explore the Krabi province, you'll just see absolute mad scenery that makes you feel like you're on a Jurassic Park film everywhere you go. You've got day trips you can go out to and see Blue Lagoon. You've got Railay beach, you've got Ao Nang itself, and you've got a bunch of other things like Krabi town. I'd suggest on night one, going out for some drinks, watching some live music, having some good food. And on day two, going round to Railay beach, hiring some kayaks, going out and kayaking round to the other beaches through the coves, and then going out for some food and having a nice relaxing evening before leaving Ao Nang the next day. After Ao Nang, you're gonna head for what is probably gonna be your longest day of travel up to Koh Samui. So you're gonna catch a minibus and then you're going to catch a ferry over to Koh Samui. Koh Samui is the second largest island in Thailand, and the good thing about it is you've got the neighbouring islands of Koh Tao and Koh Phangan, which are both accessible by a ferry on a day trip, so you don't even have to stay there overnight if you want to just base yourself from Koh Samui. You're going to stay in Samui for 4 nights, and you can either spread that out by going to Koh Tao for a night or two, Koh Phangan for a night or two, or just stay on Samui for the whole time. You can do a day trip out to Ang Thong National Park like we did, and there you can kayak, you see multiple islands, you go snorkeling. Even though the snorkeling's not the best, the whole day trip just for the views and for how many stops you get in one day and how much you see in one day was worth it for us. Back onto Samui, you've got Lamai and Chaweng seem to be the 2 more popular places to stay. Chaweng's a lot more modern, got nightclubs, got a big shopping centre, and it's very close to the airport. Lamai is about 20 minutes south. It's a little bit quieter, but still got plenty of bars, plenty of restaurants, and a nice beach there as well. After Koh Samui, you're going to fly back to Bangkok again from Koh Samui's airport for about an hour and 15-minute flight. And from there, you'll spend your last 1 to 2 nights in Bangkok. Use this time to see whatever you didn't see on your first time round in Bangkok. You could check out Chinatown, Khao San Road. You can go on a floating market tour. There's so much to see. You could go around a temple or just kick back, relax after quite a busy couple of weeks. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this useful. Enjoy your trip to Thailand. And if you want to find out anything more about all these individual places, I've got the videos on my channel, so go check them out. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and I will catch you on the next one.